So I was talking about implementing the front end using Next.js. So Next.js, there are many advantages which we'll enjoy by using Next.js, which means it houses both front end and back end. We can build a server and also build the user's interface within one complete structure. There's no need of building a separate backend. You are getting what I mean. Now, to implement iOS, Android, and TV desktop, we also have to use a different language, and in this case, I'm going to use React Native. React Native. React Native. React Native. Now, both the website and the apps, they share one common thing in that the elements or what will be seen in the UI, they'll all come from one backend. So if I'm seeing a t-shirt, for example, have a look at this picture. If I'm seeing this t-shirt here and all those clothes, that person, and I'm using an app, the same person who is using a website should also see the same things. So to ensure everything is decentralized, I had this idea of coming up with a server which manages all this data. So our front end and back end, they will all be fetching data from one place. And to build this server, we are going to use a technology called node.js. Node.js. Now all these things I'm talking about, you do use JavaScript, so you must have a background knowledge in JavaScript to implement this. Now specifically in Node.js backend, we are going to use Express. To learn more about Express, you can go through the documentation, and in browser here, let me just open browser and show you this Express docs. Express.js web application framework. To learn more about Express, you can go through the documentation there and get more information. To continue with our demonstration, let me save this. Let me run architecture demo. Now to continue showing you how we are going to come up with this, I'm going to implement backend using Express. So to implement backend using Express, okay, generally I first want to ensure that our backend is set up and running, so we don't have any issue to do with having our front end not getting the data they want. So first I want to model the backend and we come up with the front end. So anytime front end needs more information, we already have the server ready to give it to us. So to get started with the backend, we are going to use Express. Let me just save this one. Now to get started with Express, you must have node.js installed in your machine. Let me just confirm it for you. You can, if you have Node.js already installed, you can check the version of Node which is running. I have version 22.14. Now you should also have Express installed. Express version. I have Express running. Yes, and because all this data must be kept somewhere, I'm going to use a MySQL database. So you should have something like SAMP or MySQL installed. So I have XAMPP installed. You can check I have XAMPP there installed. So that is where we are going to get access to MySQL database. So to come up with the server, let me just get started. And for us to get started, I'm going to have an ID Visual Studio Code, VS Code, which I'll be using for coding. Let me just start my Visual Studio Code. So let me open a folder. I want to have everything organized in one place. Now here I'm going to create a new folder. And name it server. And have it open with VS Code. Now if we go to the docs of Express documentation here, yes, I trust the author, and here we have the welcome page. You can open the command line. Now to get started, I'm going to go through the docs of Express. Now you can click here, getting started, and I'm going to use Express generator. So I already have Express generator installed. You can follow the process there to install. Now Express generator is just going to give us the skeleton of the backend, which means how the files and folders will be organized. Now I'll go back here to just have this on here, to have Visual Studio Code and command line, and paste the command given to us, and this will create a new structure for our backend. As we wait for the installation process, I'm going to explain something. If you go through the docs of Express generator here, this is what is happening, or this was happening according to the